Stand a quick one off my channel, knocking one out very quickly. Oh, that's what she said. But Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United. Is it a done deal? There is some breaking news. Carrick fans with us. Morning, Matt. I'm sure you'll be doing a video as well. Look, you know what? We're very good with transfers on the United stand. We're not always right, but we're very good in relation to... We all are. We've done so many of them over the last 3 years. You start to feel the groove. You start to feel what's real and what's not real. Alexis Sanchez has been left out of the Manchester United squad to face Bournemouth today. In all honesty, that to me would not have dictated either way. I sort of expected him to play. Him not playing is obviously a massive indicator that he's leaving Arsenal, which many of us know he's going to do anyway. Arsenal don't want to play him, obviously, because they don't want him to pick up an injury. They want to get some money for him now. Even if he'd played today, I still think he would have left. So he's not played. He's definitely going. That Arsenal staying thing has totally been removed, but I think that's been removed for a long time. He's coming to Manchester United. He's coming to Manchester City. Look, I've been 20% when it first broke that he'll come to United. I've been 30% for the last few days. I'm now up to 50%, a big jump overnight. It's a bit like Ripple and Bitcoin, isn't it? I'm up to 50% now. It's 50-50 that he'll go to City or United. I've always felt he would go to City. I know Rio Ferdinand got a lot of stick last night for saying on BT Sports that if he was a footballer, he'd go to Man City because of the title and everything like that. Really, you want people like Real Madrid to say what people... Sorry, you want people like Rio Ferdinand to say what people like Real Madrid ex-players and Barcelona ex-players say and say, look, go to Manchester United, you won't regret it, it's the biggest club in the world. But it's up to him, isn't it? I read something about Rio Ferdinand today that apparently he nearly left us for Chelsea or something, I don't know. Anyway, that's by the by. I've got a funny feeling. I'm 50-50, but to go from 20% to 50% in the space of 3 days obviously indicates to everybody that there's, United are interested, United want him. And, we had that thing on BBC Radio 5 Live at the end last night where Robbie Savage and I think it's Jason Mohammed said right at the end that they'd had information that he was coming to Manchester United. You can't do that on the BBC. You can't feed out fake information. So that was a big indicator to me. That sort of moved me up a little bit. And then on top of that, look, the British media can be a mixed bag and the majority of it is rubbish. But none of them are now saying that he's going to City. A lot of people are saying he should go to City because of footballing reasons and everything like that. But I am a bit like Shabam. I've got a feeling that we're going to see Alexis Sanchez announced tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning, but certainly in the next 48 hours if it's going to happen. If it goes longer than Tuesday, I think it comes back into Man City's court, because what's obviously happening at the moment is there's been some sort of, United have come in, City thought they had this sewn up, so United have come in with big money, because it is going to be big money anyway, regardless. It's not a money argument. That's ridiculous. We've killed that dead. He's got a choice between City and United, and whatever he chooses, he's going to choose where he wants to go. If he wants to go to City, he can go to City. He can force that move through. We know he can. He's out of contract in May. If he wants to come to Manchester United, he will come to Manchester United, and it's there for United to do the deal. And if they've come in and swooped in, it's massive. And you know what? I think this... Any other era of Manchester United other than the last couple of years, I would have been really confident we were going to pull this off, because I think when United come into a deal and go public, you think and assume, especially under the likes of Sir Alex and David Gill, although some of them didn't go our way, Ronaldinho, I was always quite confident that if we go public on it, we're going to pull it off. Not so much in the Woodward era, but... in fairness, I think a lot of the negativity towards Woodward comes from this perception that the board don't give him much money, and also he was working for bad managers with Moyes and Van Gaal. Moyes was very slow with deals, and Van Gaal was very bad with deals. He's got Mourinho there now. In the main, the deals that they've done have been good, and if they pull this one off, I think it will go down as one of the biggest significant transfers United have done in recent times. It is looking like it's going to happen. It is going to look like it's going to happen, and you know what? Some people say you're using reverse psychology on yourself, Mark, by saying he's not going to sign for us when it's pretty obvious that it's highly likely now. I think maybe I am being a little bit reserved with a 50-50 City United, because I totally understand those people who feel he's going to sign for United. I think it really does look like it's going to happen now. He's definitely leaving Arsenal. We know that. And I think... Should we just go all in and say he's coming to Manchester United? At the end of the day, even if he doesn't come to United now, we know we're going to take a massive L. We know we're going to look stupid. We know we've gone all in and we've twisted and we've thrown, we've gone all in. It's a game of poker. We've gone all in. If City pull the card out at the end and he goes to City, we're broke. We've lost big time. And if we pull it off, it doesn't mean we're the best club in England again. City are still going to win this Premier League title, but it's a significant deal to start bringing us back to where we need to be. I mean, Mourinho, there was some comments released from Mourinho yesterday that that were quite interesting, where he said, if we do this deal now and we're looking to buy a defender, a midfielder and attacker in the summer, that means we'll only sign 2 in the summer and not 3. Why are we signing only a defender, a midfielder and an attacker, by the way, when we need 2 attackers? We need a number 10 and a winger. But I think he was talking hypothetically. It's there to be done, isn't it? I mean, Mourinho said he's happy with the squad and where it is at the moment. I think Malcolm's going to Arsenal, Previn. And breaking news, Mark Goldbridge confirms Sanchez deal, says Luca. I'm not confirming it. I think it looks very, very likely. I'm 50-50 still because I am very reserved because he was going to City last August and for some reason that got held up. But yeah, I'm looking very, 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 very confident. Mark J, Malcolm's going to Arsenal 100%. I've said that for a few days and I would like to get a little bit of credit for once on that. That we are, Rob, I'll answer that question in a minute. If we wanted Malcolm, we'd get Malcolm. If you want to choose between Manchester United and Arsenal, you're only going to choose Manchester United. And I do think, why did Arsenal want to do a deal with United? And I do think United probably came to the table and said, look, we want Sanchez, we'll pay you what you want, but also we won't take Malcolm and you can have him. And I think that's part of the thing. City fans coming in on here, having a pop at me and how I look. Well, you know, real clever people talk about issues, idiot people talk about people. You've lost the argument, take the L. The number 7 shirt is interesting, Luca. We'll talk about that on the United Standard at 8 o'clock. Does Joel Merry drop right into the number 10 position? Probably not, Joel. Joel Merry says, does Sanchez drop straight into the number 10 position? I don't know. It'd be very interesting. Would he play tomorrow night? No, he wouldn't. It'd be too soon. I can't remember he was playing at the weekend, but that would probably be his debut. He is fit in that. My theory is on Griezmann. We'll talk about that tonight as well. Remember, this is the Mark Goldbridge channel. If everyone's just turned up here, you know, obviously I am from the United Stand, but this is my channel. That's why I'm not in the studio. So I do just do things off my phone, and that this channel's only been running about a month. You had Christmas cooking with Goldbridge. We've done all sorts of stuff. So make sure you click the subscribe button and like, because I will be doing more and more of this stuff. People have asked for it, so we will do it. And the Ramble with Robbie will be homed on this channel from now on. So do make sure you subscribe, because if you want to see a bit of Robbie, who is there right at my feet, having a sleep, and happy. He's not been on for ages, and he says, forget it. I'm not bothered about Alexis Sanchez to Manchester United. Until you get me back on the screen, I've got no interest in football. I liked that comment. Mark Bolton says, you look great, Mark. You don't even do your hair on Sunday. I've got family coming round today, so I've got a family lunch. And yeah. I've got the funny feeling Robbie the dog is a bit like Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. He might be a closet Arsenal fan, but there we go. Do you think it's going to actually happen, says Jim? I think I'm 50-50 now, which people who've been watching my thoughts over the last few days, or the United Stand collective thoughts over the last few days, we've always felt more Man City. And I think when you take everything into account, Demarcio, Mourinho's comments, Arsene Wenger's comments, the BBC comment last night on Radio Live 5, every bit of media this morning are saying Alexis Sanchez left out of the squad as the United deal moves closer. Nobody's mentioning Man City anymore, and that is significant. And eventually, you can't really trust the media because they contradict each other. But eventually, I've got to go in a minute because Seb's crying. Eventually, when everybody's on the same page, that tends to mean there's some truth on that page. But if we put, you know, I am sort of... Oh, he's going mad. He's going mad. Don't worry, he's on his own. He's got his mum and his sisters up with him, but they're probably trying to put him in the Real Madrid baby grave. I'll sort it. But he is... until it says deal done, you've got to hold back, because the feeling of not getting him would be horrible. When we get him, party time, big time, and I would still be in disbelief for that first few seconds. But at the moment, subjectively looking at it, or objectively looking at it, it looks like he's coming to Manchester United, and that's all I can say. But anything can change, as we know. Seb is 7 months now, and there we go. Thanks everyone for watching. Drop a like on the video. We will and may go live again today on this channel or the United Stand, but we will definitely be live again at 8 o'clock tonight. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you are new. This is the Mark Goldbridge channel. A lot of love for the hair. It is real, don't worry. And look, definitely not a wig. It isn't a wig. I can just do that trick with my hair as anybody can. Apparently City have revealed he's not coming. Well, he's only coming to United then, isn't he? Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching. Keep your eye out on this channel and the United Stand. Subscribe here. Get your notifications on, because I'll always just go live off this channel. There'll be no warning. And we'll see you at 8 o'clock, or maybe before. You just don't know. It's a fast-moving transfer, this. But I expect if he comes to United, it's going to happen tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning, or some point in those days. It won't be today. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day. And I'll speak to you all at 8 o'clock tonight, if not before.